very Hollywood of him if he did that. But what's up, everybody? What is up? Episode 21. We're waiting for Hard 8. That's why I didn't hit the live button until just now. So I know he he got the link, so he'll be here soon. Other than that, I'm going to say what's up. Apologize for the lateness and the lack of intro because I'm in the middle of my computer setup, so the intro's not there today. Because I know how you guys like that. I'll try to put that in like the MP3 version or something. Who knows? But I am your host, Kid Smooth, and I got Gaming Addict back.
What's up?
And then we got what did I call you again, man?
This is Craig. It's good.
All right. And like I said, we're just gonna talk some shit until Sean decides to fucking arrive. So we'll see how that goes. Otherwise, he's shipping me that that Xbox back.
He's secretly playing Cuphead.
But just to touch up on everything, if you guys have any questions in the chat, air them out. I am going to do a video on this because I did a video, I want to say maybe a month ago, trying to figure out what monitor that I would want to pair with my Xbox One X. And I kind of just said to hell with monitors and kind of went back to TV. So I picked up a Bravia 900E. So that's what I'll be using for the X. I think to those who are interested in gaming on a monitor, or at least pairing a nice 4K monitor with your Xbox One X or maybe even PlayStation 4 Pro, what you want to do is, I would say, wait until 2018 because the supply is just not there for what they for what's out there. Like the monitor that you would want to place your Xbox One X with, 4K HDR, FreeSync, it's just not enough options there. And some of the HDR are, it's like sort of like alternate HDRs are not the same as matching like certain televisions and whatnot. So if you're looking to pair your Xbox One X with a monitor, it's a little bit too early. I was very ambitious in trying to do that, and it's just not really reasonable, feasible, or ideal right now. So I would say spring 2018 when Asus and Acer and Samsung have a couple more models out there to compete with the LG, you would definitely be in better shape to do that. Otherwise, I would say stick to TV if you're playing on the TV.
I do have a couple things I want to bring up to you, Kid.
Sure.
You know what would be a killer drinking game?
What?
Taking a shot every time you say
Oh, well, shut up. I used to I took a
right there.
Stop, because now I'm going to say it. Somebody asked a question in the chat. I just realized
you going to finish Cuphead on the X smooth?
Eventually. Hannibal asked, what did you do with that Sony 4K TV? Oh yeah, so I bought it back to Best Buy, and they gave me a brand new one. I had the employee like open the box to make sure that all the parts was there, sealed in plastic. So I just finished setting it up right now. So where's Hard 8? I'm in his DMs like crazy. Don't know where he at, but he knows we live because Twitter tells me if the dude reads the message or not. He definitely read it. Other than that, let's see what else we got there.
Someone asked, what's the first game you're going to play on the X?
The first game, I cheated and started playing Assassin's Creed Origins.
I told you guys.
I'm almost tempted to play it now. I'm loving Assassin's Creed Origins right now, but I'm probably going to continue Assassin's Creed Origins, and then I'm probably going to do Wolfenstein. I'm likely going to test out Gears. I don't know. I'm in a bit of a bind. Let me tell you guys a story. before Sean gets in. I originally pre-ordered the Xbox One X at a GameStop during that first initial rollout. And I pre-ordered the Project Scorpio edition. And the problem is I moved from the area where I pre-ordered it. So I moved like on Friday, and now I live an hour away from where I initially pre-ordered the Xbox One X at. And so I've been like, damn, do I? And GameStop won't let you transfer it because they're completely sold out of the Project Scorpio editions, and it affects their inventory, so they can't do store to store. Only thing they could do is ship it to one store from another, but that won't grant me it day one, so I'm not going to do that. And so today I see Target, like, for some reason was able, you could pre-order the Scorpio edition one online, but I was hoping to have the option to pick up at store, but it didn't give you that. So I was like, man, do I keep my pre-order at that GameStop and drive at midnight, come get it, and at least so I could have it like at 1 o'clock in the morning, or do I freaking buy it from Target and pay for like the estimated shipping for the date so I can get it on Tuesday when it releases? Like, I don't know, because then what if they wait, and if they use UPS and UPS don't, let's say, come to this neighborhood until like late in the day, that would kind of piss me off. So it's like, I got a feeling they already paid for it. I got a feeling I'm going to have 2 Xbox One X's at the end of the day. I'll get one shipped to me, and something tells me I'm going to get bored on Monday, and I'm going to drive to that GameStop and pick it up. So who knows? But that's what I've been doing. But I'm glad my TV's set for it. I'm ready to play.
Tell us this story about you getting a used TV, buying a new.
Well, all right. So when I bought the when I decided it came down to a TCL, I think P607, if I'm saying that correct. But Best Buy don't sell that particular model in their store. So now I was like, damn, do I get the 900E or the 850E? Because I wanted the Sony TV, And so I go up to the salesperson. They're trying to do the sales pitch as if I don't know anything about the TVs. And I was like, all right, I want this one, which was the 55-inch. It was on sale for $1,200. I had a couple of Best Buy gift cards on me. They load it up. I bring it home. No, I bring it to work since I did this during my lunch break. After work, I dropped off the TV home, then pick up my kids so I could do trick-or-treating with them. And I come back, I open the TV at 9 o'clock and realize that there was no plastic surrounding the power brick or the remote. Actually, the batteries was already in the remote. There was no plastic or cardboard or anything around the TV at all. And I'm like, this is odd, or just a poor packaging like job by Sony. Now here I am about ready to start tweet dissing Sony because of how they package their TVs. And I'm like, where's my stand? And that's why all those pictures I started tweeting all those pictures. And after I think I tweeted Hard 8 and a couple people were answering, they're like, hey, it looks like it's probably used. And come to find out, it was an off-the-shelf model, and I was pissed because I paid the brand new like price, and they gave me an off-the-shelf model, and I wasn't having that, because if I was gonna buy a show got a reduction or demo one, yeah, I would have just gotten a reduction, but because it's off the floor,
they didn't even tell you. They just sold that to you.
No, they just I don't know. Yeah, they just sold
man,
it
you
to
just weren't paying attention. That's what
No. If you have a big price tag that says $11.99 and all the 900Es are lined up right there next to the TV itself, and they're in boxes, none of them, there's no sign that says, oh, this is unboxed. That's the price of the TV. If I wanted it new, it was on sale. If I bought it unboxed, it would have been like $100 or $200 less from what they were selling it for. So I didn't have to pay extra when I went to go pick up my brand new one.
How much you want to bet, Craig? This man took all the plastic off of everything and said it was used.
Why would I do that? It's a waste of time.
Honestly, I got to defend him. The Best Buy here.
I'm just playing. I'm just fucking with you.
The Best Buy TV, that same TV is up here, and it's roughly 11. Would you say it was $11.99? I think it's up here at about it's the 900, right? You said Smooth. If it's a 9, yeah, it's a 900 up here. Yeah. It's like $11.29, and he said it'll toggle between $11.29 and right at 1,000, maybe 79. He said that's where it's gonna stay. So that's the 900E. So the 850 is nice too, though. That's not bad either. So I'm glad you got the TV you wanted. I saw you take on Twitter. So that's good, bro. I'm glad you got what you wanted. That's always the main thing.
Yeah. I know a lot of you viewers are probably upset because you haven't heard a Hard 8, but if you want to, you better tweet him. Because
he about to lose an Xbox One X. That's what he's about to lose. Kid Smooth's hovering over that Amazon purchase about to hit cancel. That's what's going on.
In the interest of fairness, I was running late personally myself, but I did drop this link into I think his Twitter DM at like 8:30 or some shit like that.
JT wants to know: are you gonna body Heartache and Gears again?
Yeah, as long as I gotta assemble the team. I still some of the players I had in the original game that we did. Hopefully, actually, when the X come out, I want to set something up. Probably the week after. Expect to see Hard 8 back on Gears 4 the next week. So we're gonna get around to a proper. I'm gonna assemble another great team. I'm actually going to do better this time around because I've improved. So we're gonna do that, man.
Yeah. Apparently, RJ for some reason wants us to talk about GT Sports.
Sport.
I don't know. I mean, we are
all right,
Xbox podcast, but we'll engage into that conversation. I suppose.
Let's talk about this before we get into like the subjects. And I don't know where the hell Sean is, but what we'll do is
why that's so funny, man.
I'm going to admit this, okay? GT Sport, Forza 7, you put them side by side. The visuals, GT Sports is a better looking game. I know people have been harassing me on Twitter trying to tell me that or get me to say that. I have the demo to GT Sport. I'm probably going to buy the game sometime in the next couple of weeks. It is a better looking game. A better looking game. However, is it a better game? I'm not sure. The demo, I thought the demo was cool. I thought it looked great. I finally got a TV to best display it. And but however, I think the Forza series is I believe is a better game. And and you know what? I probably can't really judge since the last Gran Turismo that came out, or at least the last Gran Turismo game I played other than this demo here what was the last Gran Turismo to come out for the PlayStation 2? It was that was the one that I bought. And I bought that day one. I was bored out of my mind. But yeah, GT Sport looks great. I can't tell you anything anything about it other than it looks good because I don't own a full game to really give an in-depth review or an impressions.
I feel like when it comes to, the game clearly looks better than Forza 7. There's no denying that. I'm not a racer. I consider them both equally as trash. But, you can't really go off just what graphics, what the appearance is, because the entire generation, wouldn't Crysis be the best game in the entire 360 generation? Because everyone said Crysis was the best looking game last generation for the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's what it is, man. If you like racing games, pick up both. I mean, I don't. When it comes to racers, I stay away from that whole genre.
Yeah,
I got to.
Yeah, now go ahead, Smooth. I've got for it, and it's. I mean, if you want to base everything on looks, and again, I don't have the racing wheel. A couple people I've talked to with the racing wheel prefer GT Sport, and they've got both games. They got the PC version of Forza, so they're running it ultra. They vouch for whatever that article was. They said, GT looks better, and it just the way the cars are handling that they've driven handle better on those tracks. It's not that Forza is bad. I mean, people got to get over that. It's not that Forza is a bad game. Project Cars, if you're in, I agree with Gaming Addict. Just get them both. If you're into it, get them both and enjoy it.
That's my problem that's my problem with the community. It's like you can't play one without having, the counterpart on the other platform judged against it.
All right, well, look what Kid Smooth just did. He's going to hook an Xbox X up to a Sony television. So that's bipartisanship.
I'm sure that, like, some kind of clause. You might go to jail for that, kid. You might watch out for that.
Say
They
what
may
it's
come
saying
after
again?
you've bought a Sony television
Yeah.
to run with your Xbox One, your new Xbox.
See,
Is
here's
that
the thing. People, I don't understand this. All right. I'm an Xbox fan, Xbox fanboy. I am not a Microsoft like fan or Microsoft like loyalist. I really, really like Xbox. When it comes to TVs, I have no beef or disgruntle with Sony, Samsung, and LG. Whoever has the best TV, I'm going to buy. I don't have a fanboyism to a TV.
Apparently.
If like in Sony, for the only thing about Sony, here's the thing: PlayStation's one thing, but when it comes to TVs, I wish their TVs, so better because I think Sony always. And this was back when my roommate from college, we lived together for like, I'm going to say like 2-3 years after we graduated college, right?
right?
He used to work at like Brookstone, and he used to be like in awe with like Sony TVs and the Bravias. He used to tell me about them, what each can do, and this is before like 4K and shit. This is like back in like like the 1080p days, right? Yeah. And so the thing is, I've always wanted a Bravia, but I can never afford one. So I was like, whatever. So I always would settle with Insignia, and then when I could finally upgrade to a cheaper Samsung, I did that. And then I was like, you know what? We're in a 4K stage. I'm going to get a Sony TV because unless they had a quality dip over the past couple of years, I'm not sure. But I trust his opinion when it comes to TVs, and he like always spoke highly of the Sony Bravias. But when it comes to stuff like that, if it's headphones, batteries, TVs, I don't give a fuck who makes it. You know what I mean? It's like people confuse because I like Xbox, I hate everything Sony produces.
And the funny thing is, you have a PlayStation. You've played almost every PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah.
But
somebody
still haven't beat Cuphead.
Shut up. I've beaten plenty of games other than Cuphead. Like Paris Games Week, people were mad because I asked about where's the release dates, and I was skeptical of The Last of Us 2. Was it the trailer they showed, the in-game cutscene, whatever? I'm asking about that, and people were upset. So one dude said, "I am upset that PlayStation is bringing the games."
I do have a question though for the chat, and for the people in the panel. Do you think that the Samurai, that Ghost game, is coming out next year? Because I have some people pretty much putting everything that game is a holiday of next year game.
If it's Q4, it can come out anytime after January. I mean,
I don't think they said anything at all.
Right? Yeah, they didn't. I think the games, the two big games.
I think that's a 2019 minimum.
Yeah, the Spider-Man game should be out because Spider-Man should sandwich right after the Black Panther movie and before Infinity War. And overall, The Last of Us, they're a ways from that. Their whole team just got back together. They just got off of Lost Legacy.
I mean,
that just came out a few weeks ago.
If you look at it, it's like they don't release stuff that late in the year. So why is people saying that that's going to happen? They might release it, but I think as of right now, I don't think it's coming out in spring, Danny. I just don't. They had obviously maybe at PSX they could have had gameplay, but I feel like PSX is going to be used for release dates. That's where I feel like the majority of that's going to go for. And I feel like it would have been more beneficial, more of an impact if that game was coming out next year to show that at PSX and not at game. I feel like since it came out in the Paris show, that game's 2018. They're going to show that at E3 next year, and it's going to get a release date at next year's PSX.
Yeah.
Awesome. What's up, Hollywood?
Yo, you fucking tell me, I totally forgot, dog. You didn't fucking tell me.
I talk to this man all day?
You did a live stream last week where you
you got my fucking personal number, dog. Why didn't you hit I'm not on the internet all day.
Hey, I know what happened. I saw your last message in the Weapon Wheel chat, which was like at the time that I sent the message was like 42 minutes ago. So I'm like, he can't be too far. He has to see this.
Yo, my bad. I was not on the internet. You got my personal phone number. You could have texted me like, yo, the show's starting.
All I know, if I had a contract like you two, that dude would have been hit up on a phone call like within the quickness.
Yo, he got my personal phone number. He could have called me like, yo, we starting, or text me. I was not on the internet.
My bad. I could have actually. I forgot. I do have your number. I don't have it saved, but I do have it in recents because. Okay, yeah, that is true. I could have. I definitely could have. Like no punk shit, but I definitely could have done that. I just wasn't thinking. I just figured. I went to the last place that I talked to you, spoke to you, which was Twitter, because my last text messages I got like 10 before I get to you. So. But my bad.
Don't worry about it. I'll give you another. I just owe you another day. I mean, another week.
Yeah, look at it, man. Heartache all about the compromise.
Nah, I didn't see it till I got on Twitter. Like, we live. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? Like, I didn't fucking see it till I got on Twitter. Like, he got my number. He could have just. I was just talking to you in text message last night. You could have easily just hit me up like, yo, we about to start. Like, hit me there.
I didn't hear from Kid all day. And I'm like, are we even having the podcast today? Like, what's going on?
It took me a minute to set this thing up. And
also, why you don't put the reminder in the subscription boxes?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, you can have a reminder in the subscription boxes letting people know that
it's live. Watching your other videos.
No, I mean, you could do it hours before, letting people know what time the podcast start.
Oh, see, well, it's as of next week, I'll be doing that now that this move is over, because literally, I remember I went without internet for like 3 days, and so as soon as I got home and got the TV set up, I had to run up and set everything up. So,
you took it back. You took it back. Got another one.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so we were gonna be late regardless, because I really didn't get like set up until like 8. No, when I sent you the link, I was like, that's when I got set up, is when I sent you the link. So and I started at like 8:55, but it's all good, no biggie.
I'll just give you another week.
Because the chat was getting antsy, like I finessed them.
Hey, I'll just give you another week, man. That's all. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put I'll put a reminder in my phone to let me know every Wednesday. You know. But go ahead. We here.
All right. So Dan, what were we I
don't know. Heartache just joined randomly, so I completely lost track of everything.
All right. Well, the thing is, we didn't jump into any of the main
yeah, we were kind of winging it until you showed up.
No, but what do you think? Actually, what do you think of the Paris Games Week? At least from PlayStation, Hardy.
I didn't even watch it.
You ain't like run across any of like the.
No, I mean I watched the trailers. I watched the trailers that I wanted to see. I watched the games. Like I watched Spider-Man, and I watched Last of Us 2, and what else they had. I didn't even watch Detroit. I didn't check that out.
Yeah, there were.
Yeah, go ahead.
There was Spider-Man, The Last of Us 2, Sucker Punch's new game.
Oh yeah. I don't know about that one.
And then I watched a lot of the pre-show because I thought I didn't know it was gonna be an actual press conference. So like after that pre-show, I turned it off, and then I turned it back on during the Horizon trailer, I think, or just before the Horizon trailer or just after. I think I turned it on during the God of War trailer. That's what it was. I think I did. But my takeaway from PlayStation's Paris Games Week was the lack of release dates. That's I don't understand. I mean, we know the game's coming, but it's like I want to know when those coming out. I can guess God of War's. I can say God of War's coming in March, but I don't know anything else. And
I think something's dropping in February and something's dropping in March.
But if something's going to drop in February, I mean, see, we knew Horizon was dropping in February. Everything since how long?
Well, I get that, but I think they're saving that for PSX. I think they're saving release dates for PSX.
For PSX.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know they still got another conference to go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like
when you start working
Xbox shoot they load one time a year. PlayStation got a few more.
when you start worrying about release dates, because you know, them release dates over on the Xbox ain't looking too shabby.
I've always asked about release dates. I'm asking about release. I still want to know a release date of Sea of Thieves. I want to know release dates of State of Decay 2 and Crackdown 3. I want to know those release dates. Because I don't have those release dates, I have nothing to look forward to.
Hey, you know they coming, and when they done, they done. Well, with Microsoft, you never know. We could be getting a cancel at any day. But as far as Sony goes, you know they coming, man. When they done, they'll be here. Just relax. Beat Cuphead while you at it. God damn it.
Yeah, Cuphead is going to be Cuphead. Like I said, eventually needs to be a month added to the calendar, like for real. But what are your? They announced the release date, or somewhat the game preview date for PUBG on Xbox, December 12th. Anybody got any thoughts on that date? Safe move, bad move, earlier, should have been later, earlier? What's up?
Are we entirely sure that's going to come out in December? For some reason, I think that's going to get pushed back again.
It's a game preview.
Well, it's not a preview.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, it might come out. I feel like we're going to get around, like, you know, the middle to end of November, and they're going to push back the preview.
Nah, I don't think so.
No.
I feel like that was like the only thing they could announce at, you know, the Paris show. So if they announced the release, I don't know why. I just feel like it's not coming out this year. For some reason, I have a feeling it's going to get pushed back.
You realize that they've been harping 2017 for the last 6 months.
I mean, that ain't shit. They harp every year for every game, and they end up playing every game out of the year.
The game is they're trying to get the game out of preview on PC the end of December.
It's like you realize, like, Sea of Thieves was supposed to come out every year that year and get pushed back to the next year. So
I don't know. This is preview, so it's like they can release it in any condition they want to.
Yeah.
So.
which is true. Look at art.
And then they are trying to get the PC out of preview or whatever, out of beta by the December too. That's because now people saying that might be game of the year if they get it out in time.
No, it's too late. If we're just talking about the what do you guys consider like the prime game of the year?
I mean, I don't consider none of this shit prime. It's just
I mean, you get what I'm saying. Which game show would you guys consider the prime? The one
I don't even have one. I never even gave that much thought.
Oh, like you mean out of like the awards that come out?
Like what means the most? Like which one means the most?
I think a lot of them at like mid-November they cut them off to the next year. Because I remember that's why Final Fantasy 15 wasn't in the game of the year for the year it came out, because it was pushed back to the next year.
Yeah, I get it.
So what publication or website you think game of the year means the most?
I think the one Jeff Keighley does, since his gets more publicity. Now because it's on TV, every year the attendance grows. I think it has a little bit more weight than a lot of the other.
In that case, you might as well guarantee Nintendo winning game of the year.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Overwatch was a shock last year, so.
Well, I mean, then again, they're letting people vote right now, and games aren't even out. So,
Mario won't get it.
Oh, you can vote right now without the game even being out, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Why would they let you vote on something that's not even released yet? That's fucking retarded.
Maybe that's just what you think is deemed game of the year, and they're actually going to do one after all of them come out.
Wait, what game isn't out yet? What game isn't out yet?
Nah, like you can I mean, the voting opened.
This has been for a while. Like I was talking about before, Assassin's Creed and all them came out.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's bullshit.
So like the thing is like who gets nominated? I think Nintendo is going to have 2 games in that list. I think
Zelda and Mario.
I think PlayStation will have. I think PlayStation Horizon in there.
Uncharted and Horizon.
And then I'm trying to think,
Lost Legacy.
Lost Legacy is not getting nominated, though.
I don't know.
Nominated.
You never know.
if he gets nominated, you know, kid making a video. You know,
did Uncharted come out this year or did it come out last year?
Last
year.
Oh shit!
Lost Vegas.
It was in here.
I just got in.
What about Persona 5?
It should, but it's not. It's not.
What about Hellblade?
No, it might get indie because that is technically.
Hellblade probably get indie.
But I don't know. Cuphead might snatch indie.
What was the big multi-plot this year? I mean, I know PUBG was big, but it's like it's not even an actual release. But what else? Like
you got your Call of Duty coming out, the Star Wars coming out. But I don't know if they're gonna be nominated for Game of the Year. I know Horizon Zero Dawn probably be in there.
Yeah.
Maybe Nier Automata.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, Nier's. I ain't never played Nier, but when I saw kids struggle on Nier, it looked fun.
I didn't struggle on Nier.
You were struggling a little bit, man. So, like, let's be real.
I did have a struggle moment with Nier.
That big hand thing was very frustrating you, man. It was.
That was like the first boss.
That's my point.
I don't think I struggled.
That boss annoying as fuck. That game boring to me.
You think Cuphead was sneaking Game of the Year nominee?
I think it's a possibility it could get Game of the Year nomination. I do.
I'd probably get Indie of the Year. I don't know. You just never know with this shit, man. They already got people voting for shit that ain't even out, so who knows? Only reason why I watch that shit is for the the
previews.
The trailers.
And they always be like, say they got like level 10, announcements, and you watch that whole thing, be like, I could have missed this whole shit.
Yeah, I just be trying to see the announcements, the trailers, the world premieres, all that shit.
Yeah, that is cool. I realized the Xbox typically don't get like world premieres at that the video game show.
Do they got a category for controller of the year? Because that's what the only thing Xbox might win. Controller of the year, easy. They're gonna get all the slots too.
They're gonna be like controller of the year nominated to the blue one, the red one, the silver one, the green one.
What?
Crazy.
Hey, they looking nice though. I might, create me one, man. But
well, I think it's easier. It's easy to have, variety of controllers when you have an entire program that lets you customize your controllers. So
yeah, they just cost too much, man.
Yeah, it's like $90 for a basic controller if you want like everything that the service has to offer.
Yeah. You got the Xbox One X need to come with like a freaking coupon to that, man.
The Xbox One X should have came with a Pro. I mean, Elite controller.
Elite controller.
It should have, yeah.
That's why I mean, you can get a bundle at like one of those GameStop.
Nah, fam, GameStop ripping people to fuck off. Yeah. High ass bundles.
Hey, it
ain't even like no discount.
Is there a trade-in deal for the S?
There is.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm about to check the trade-in.
I believe you get $200, or you get 150 or 150 for the S. I think you get 200 for the Pro.
150.
200 for the Pro.
150 is not too bad for the S either.
Yeah, 150 for the 1 terabyte. I think that's what
I got the 2 terabyte. I got the 2 terabyte. Especially
he's like, what do I get?
What do I get? Goddamn.
Don't you got a black and white HD TV? Just go ahead and keep that S.
Yeah, I got a black and white.
He's got one of those box sets that you be seeing in the Stranger Things
with the bunny ears too.
Oh, got a DLP out this motherfucker.
Attic. It looked like this release date is probably going to stick because they already got advertisements on GameStop for.
I thought you was checking that trading value. What is it?
I am, but that's why I'm. But I looked at the homepage on GameStop and the PUBG 12 date is like plastered all over the place. No, it's still on the thing, but let me check the trading value.
I mean, I hope it comes out when it's supposed to. That'd be cool. I mean, I kind of, for the most part, I'm gonna try that, but for the most part, I'm enjoying Fortnite to a point. So I like the whole concept. So I'm hoping that PUBG gets a better description of that concept that Fortnite has.
Oh damn! The trading value right now is showing at like $130 right now.
And plus, I heard you can. Nah,
I think it is a special though, unless they stop it.
Yeah, unless you probably got to.
Oh yeah, because you can't pre-order it no more.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And plus, I heard you can prone on PUBG, so that might be a little bit different.
You'll be able to walk right on in and grab one, but you can't pre-order it no more.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to walk in.
And let me see what else is there.
They got me with the original PS4 and shit. I thought it was gonna be like sold out. So I had to go to eBay and I paid like $5.90 for that shit.
Really?
Dang.
$5.85. Yeah, and then found out I could have just walked right on in the store and got one.
Damn.
Yeah.
Did y'all see that new the intro, the boot up screen for the X? For the
X. They gave it a new one.
Yeah.
It's visible. Where can you see it at?
It got leaked today.
They got like 15, 20 people. Just I've seen got the motherfucker. I'm sure it's somewhere out there, kid.
It's nothing but the chip, and then the chip explodes, and then it goes to the Xbox logo.
Hey, Psycho, did you get an Xbox sent to you?
No. Are we gonna talk
Xbox
about
One
that?
X?
Yeah, they send you one for all your dedication.
Dedication to what? Dedication to what? See, I be mistaken thinking I be damage control. I just telling you all the truth, man. I just telling you all the truth.
That's why they ain't told a lie. You don't want to own it. You don't want to own it. That's why they ain't
I ain't told a lie yet.
Hey, so on the serious,
they gave me an Xbox before. But shit.
Oh yeah, that's because you had Red Ring of Death for the other one. That's all.
No,
they gave him one because he bought another one.
That's one because he had E74 code. I know what's up.
Nope.
We gonna talk about that though, kid. We gonna talk about people getting pissed.
All right, let's talk. Yeah, let's talk about this because that was one of those people that eventually got upset. Well, what? Not really upset, but I was more of like kind of like I want to say jealous.
Hold on, hey kid, where you get your TV from? Best Buy?
Yeah.
Did you get a free Google Home with it?
Google Home, yes, I did. Look how messy my room is. Oh my god, I didn't even mean to put the camera on, but.
I think you're supposed to get Sling TV for free also, right?
Sling TV.
Oh, Hardick trying to snatch that Sling TV.
Google Home. And,
get that code, partner.
Nah, it's only 30 days.
Okay. It's only 30 days. It was Sling TV, Google Home, and
he's like, I'm not missing Walking Dead tonight.
And I got bonus Best Buy points, so that's like $25 and like Best Buy dollars they about to send back this way. So.
Oh, all right. Let me get that Sling TV though.
I told you.
Well, let me open it up. Hopefully, I next. Oh, never mind. It's over there. Man, damn. What the hell was I? All right, so let's talk about this. The Microsoft, they've been doing a really, I guess, good job as far as creating awareness for the Xbox One X, getting the word out. You see what they're doing with Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football, and AMC, the advertisements of Walking Dead, being the sponsors for Walking Dead. So the awareness is there. And of course, they wanted to reach out to the heavy influencers on YouTube. That included like people like Boogie. You got who else? That is
Linus Tech Tips that ain't no shit about it.
Yeah, even some of the I guess the smaller guys like Macca. He's bigger than me, but smaller comparing to like a Boogie and stuff like that. But
part of the reason people like Macca got one is nothing taken away from what he's done, but he lives in if you live in America, it's hard to really get your hands on any of these kind of promotions. But where he lives in a different country, there's not as much competition in other countries.
Yeah. No, so what happened was, so the thing is that Microsoft, generously gave out, to all these heavy influencers, and a lot of them who probably weren't very keen on the Xbox brand, and but they did whatever they needed to do, and gave them 20 games, a hard drive, Ultra HD movie. I said 20 games.
Yeah, they got 20 games. Console. EA Access,
Game Pass,
Game Pass, and I think.
Oh my God, what did they not give them?
Yeah, they gave them. They hook them up, and I would love to be in any one of them shoes. So, some of the community heads, most of them who are on YouTube, were upset or felt a certain way because they didn't give them. And some of us, we wear that Xbox.
Y'all listen, y'all blow Microsoft every day and they ain't give y'all shit. Just to stop beating around the bush.
Now, I'll tell you the difference between me and anybody else. The thing is, I didn't go in this whole time I was not expecting that I was just magically going to get an Xbox One X sent to me. You know what I mean?
Okay, so the people want to know, what are you going to do? What is your actions moving forward when you know now that they don't give a fuck about you?
Well, I never thought anybody cared about me.
So why are you fighting this war for people that don't care about you?
I'm not fighting a war. That's the difference.
Move. You know what you're doing.
I am not fighting a war. I'm doing
why would you not pipe down knowing that they don't give up? They don't even acknowledge you.
I am acknowledged.
I love you more. I love you more than Microsoft. Can you fight for me?
That's
for the record. That's for the record.
That's a bold statement, Heartache.
That's a bold statement.
Heartache. I got a picture with Phil Spencer for free.
Nah, fam. Nah, fam. Nah, and he washed his jacket after he fucking got out the picture.
Look,
you rubbed against him. He washed his ass after the picture.
Didn't they ban you for a few days, Kids Move? Didn't they ban you for a few days? I guess you are recognized.
Oh shit, that's crazy. Fight for me, goddamn it.
Everybody they sent the Xbox to except these motherfuckers GameSpot, man. GameSpot went out of their way to trash the Xbox.
Yes, Ryan, they sent them for
everybody
free.
else, fuck it.
To be honest with you, a lot of people that got the Xbox ain't really been saying a lot of nice things about Xbox. So
I know a lot of people haven't, but GameSpot went out of their way though, to deliberately try to fuck over Xbox. Like,
I mean, you can't really not send GameStop shit though, and GameSpot and IGN. Like, those are big outlets. You can't just not send them shit.
It's all about making money, man. They ain't in their feelings. It's a business.
Oh no, I understand. I just wouldn't have sent them motherfuckers shit.
They know they're gonna make videos. They know they're gonna do unboxings and all that.
Because GameSpot is the type of motherfuckers that'll go out of their way to just say bad shit about it. Like, that's just how they were this generation, man.
What exactly are you referring to, sir?
What am I referring to? Or them getting on, making it? You see that video where they just all of them were just trashing the Xbox? The video.
I remember that, but you remember what happened? I remember that, but you remember the cloud that was over Xbox at that time.
The power of the cloud.
So, as the media, you're supposed to report the news, not give your personal.
No, but they made an opinion.
They're allowed to give opinions.
Yeah, they're allowed to give their opinion. It was an opinion piece anyway.
I mean, it's not. Was it kind of stupid?
When there's a newscaster, no. When the newscaster gives the news, they just give the news. They don't say, "Well, my personal opinion about religion is this."
But, hold on, but that wasn't based on none of that. That was an opinion piece.
The whole point of the video was saying their output of them having an Xbox One.
Yeah, it was their opinion on the Xbox One.
Okay. As a company,
you sound hurt, sir. You want to talk about it?
That's unprofessional. No, that's unprofessional. In my opinion, that's unprofessional.
Listen. No, and listen, GameSpot ain't only about reporting news. That's the thing.
Okay.
They do a lot of different things.
They do TV.
You want to talk about it, sir? Like, come on, man.
To me, that is unprofessional.
At what point did they hurt your heart?
Well,
they hurt my heart.
Do you cut?
Because, let me tell you why they hurt my heart. Because I care so much about gaming, and I feel like people like that hurt gaming as opposed to helping it.
I mean, do you?
I'm saying when you deliberately trash something just for the sake of trashing it, because that's the wave of trashing, you do more harm than good.
But you can't really punish a website for giving their opinions on. And what's funny is if you go back and watch that video, a lot of the stuff they had issues with it were fixed in the future installments of the UI.
That's what Microsoft always fix. They always update and do shit like that.
So if Microsoft acknowledges that these are issues and they fix it, can you really say that you can't fuck with GameSpot because of it?
What issue? What issue?
A lot of people had a problem with the UI though. Even people that like Xbox.
I mean, when the Xbox first came out, it didn't even pop up when your friends list came on.
Yeah.
I mean,
why y'all bringing up?
To me, it was like.
No, but that's what he's talking about. That video.
I brought it up.
When it made his heart hurt, that's old. That's a long time ago. He should be over it by now.
To me, that's unprofessional. To me, that's unprofessional.
Hey, man, that's water under a bridge right now, man.
We can move. We can move on. We can move on.
Shout out to Dark Cloud. He just sent me something. Jim Ryan came out of his mouth again in regards to the Xbox One X. One of the quotes of him, and I'm pretty sure Hardy will agree with this, but I won't. Ryan, he says. The Xbox One X are interesting, but the proof is in how the games look.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All day. That's a fact.
What did he say? I missed it. What you say? What did he say?
He said specs are interesting. Xbox One X specs are interesting, but the proof is in how games look. And that's a fact.
Yeah, they're not the Xbox. Look, they can't touch Sony and or Nintendo's really first party IP.
They can definitely touch Nintendo. Let's not get out of hand.
In terms of looking,
not get out of hand here.
Wait, hold on.
Maybe not overall concept of the game, but in terms of how the game looks.
This is the point, right? When you go into a store or whatever, and they talking all that Xbox mumbo jumbo, 6 terabytes, this 12 gigs of RAM, and all of that. When people look at the games, all of that shit goes out the window. When they look at The Last of Us 2, and then they look at Crackdown, it's like, nah, fam, I'm gonna go with the cheaper version. These games look more amazing.
I'm gonna tell you why that's. I'm gonna tell you why that's not true for casuals, because Xbox had exclusives in the beginning. It's all about the
visuals.
Have you ever realized how dumb we make casuals sound? Like they're the most idiot people around.
When it comes to casuals, they don't know much, so the visual would be the main driving force.
Why you think they're promoting 4K so hardcore for the casuals?
Exactly. If you
but after they see the games, then that don't mean nothing.
They're not going to see. What you mean? They're not going to see. If you walk in the store and they say, look, this is in 4K. You got a 4K TV?
Well, they got 4K TV.
Look, this game
but what I'm saying
4K.
is, like, when you see these commercials and you see Spider-Man, you see Sea of Thieves, you see Last of Us 2, then you see Crackdown. You understand what I'm saying? It's going to make people not want to come.
Spider-Man appeals to the casual. Now, can't nobody deny that.
No, but we're talking about the way the games look. We're not even talking about none of that other stuff. We're talking about the way the games look. Because that was the point of the point of the article.
Yeah, and Cycle, you got to really understand, casual gamers, the first thing they're going to look at is the price.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Of course.
That too.
Okay. Well, yeah, but you all, you got this, you seem like you guys have this narrative of, I agree with Gaming Addict. You don't give them no credit. Look, they're going to walk in and they're going to see something for whatever. The Nintendo system is whatever, $250. Somebody, little Johnny's going to get that Nintendo system. Somebody else is going to get the Pro system. And, and then the hardcore. Phil Spencer has said this is for the hardcore people. The Xbox.
I will say this, that it does go off the games a lot, because when you have, we talk about, parents and stuff getting stuff for their kids as casual, but who do you think's telling these parents to go buy them shit? Johnny's seeing a fucking Spider-Man commercial on TV. I want a PlayStation. That game, I want to play Spider-Man.
This can go both ways though, y'all, because people have bought iPhones for years, even though they were more expensive than Androids. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can kind of go either way. It just depends on what the consumer really wants.
Yeah.
But the point of the article was the games, how they look.
Okay.
He was saying that the specs are interesting, but the proof is in how games look. So if we judge them by how games look, which is a big deal,
but I'm
and visuals.
But I'm saying this whole thing. Listen to me. This whole thing is about perception. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that person walks in the store and they say this is in 4K, this isn't. All that shit goes out of the window.
I think perception is one.
I think not,
man.
I think not.
Yeah, your $500 is not a perception. That's a reality.
Yeah, $500.
Listen to me. Look, when I walk in the GameStop, this motherfucker don't know me from a can of paint, right? He don't know that I'm gonna buy both consoles, right?
Right.
I went in to go pick up my Xbox One, and he goes, "Why are you getting Xbox One? Do you know the Xbox One can't do 1080p, right? You know the PS4 can do 1080p on all the games." So that kind of influence right there, it affects people.
But that's different though when you see the games.
And plus, you just talk about one perspective.
We're talking about seeing the games. Listen, after you see the games, you don't care about nothing else. Like as far as resolution go, because the games look better on PlayStation.
These motherfuckers, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all ain't listening to me.
When it comes to casuals, it's down to visuals and price.
No, when it comes to price, yes. When it comes to casuals, though, it's about the best places they can play their NBA 2K, their Maddens.
But they're not asking where's
Battlefield.
They're saying, where can I play this? Okay. That's all they're asking.
And those games are 4K on PlayStation.
Okay.
And they're cheaper. You just said they're making a decision on price and looks. Okay, if they're going to play the same game, for the most part, play the same game at a cheaper rate, where do you think the casual is going to go?
I'm trying to tell y'all the marketing is more important. I'm trying to tell y'all.
But the games you just named are 4K native on PlayStation.
Let him explain this logic because I'm confused.
What?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. You got the floor. Go.
Explain the logic of what? You can't tell me to go. You mean tell me what to go?
Well, you keep talking about this marketing that you keep saying. Like, explain exactly what you mean.
Okay, there's a reason why. There's a reason why companies spend the same amount of money that they spend on making the game on the marketing, because they realize how important influence is. Okay, when you look, I can give you another example. This is all. It's all a mental game, and I can't take you to school. And, you know what I'm saying? I can't take you to school and explain this shit to you. I've been doing this shit for 15 years. I can tell. I'm telling you, when you go into Disneyland, okay, there are things that send out signals and scents that make you want a Sprite, that make you want cotton candy. It's all
hot as a motherfucker. Make me want a Sprite.
No. I'm trying to tell you. If you walk. That's funny, but if you walk in a certain part of a theme park, they have machines that put out scents that make you think, "Oh shit, I want a Coke." I've seen this shit happen time and time again. Like, yes,
I've never seen no shit. I've been to Disney World.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You never seen it, you would never know it. You know what I'm saying? But that's just a secret.
I ain't never sniffed the air and be like, "I want a Coke." Nigga,
you never
only market what you have.
I never sniffed the air and wanted Coke. I'm just listen. The popcorn is in the air because the popcorn is being made. Because it's being made.
What I'm telling you is the importance on marketing is just as important as everything else.
Yeah, but listen to this.
Sony was able to see. Sony was able. Hold on, real quick. Sony was able to sell everybody on 1080p and indies. And a price
and their overall ecosystem cycle.
Hold on, time out. No,
here we go.
No. First of all, Sony has been dominating since they came into the market. They destroyed everything. Every console in their path, they always destroy. I'm talking about worldwide. That's what matters.
You talking about worldwide? Okay, I'm talking about.
That's what matters.
We already know. We already know that Sony kills worldwide. We already know.
I mean, I don't. But
they killed it in America too.
But I don't get how you can just say I'm talking about America when like. It can't be just America. Worldwide is the overall sales of everywhere.
The only time they stumbled is with the PS3. And they still sold over 80 million copies.
That's what I'm talking about. You said they always did. I said they didn't.
But they always dominated. Listen, no other gaming console has ever dominated like Sony. Nobody.
You talking about worldwide? Yes.
I'm talking about period. Right. Period.
Okay.
Not Nintendo, not Xbox, nobody. Huh?
The PS3 dominated through 360.
No, the Wii did.
You got a point there, Psycho.
No, I know. I said that's the only time it stumbled, and it still sold over 80 million units.
Okay.
So that's successful.
Okay, so what?
But we're talking about when it came to the PS1 over 100 million, PS2 over 150 million.
I'm not denying that.
But you sitting here and saying that you sitting here trying to make it seem like that they got lucky with the PS4. No, they always dominated.
Listen to me. Okay, all right, man.
What they doing right now, listen, what Sony is doing right now is nothing new. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. It's nothing new.
No, but listen, I hear what you're saying as far as marketing, but when people are trying to save money and they see that the games on Sony look better, all that other shit don't mean nothing. That's $500.
Tell that to the Wii. Tell that to the Wii. Right?
Listen, we all know the Wii.
Did the games look better on the Wii?
Look out. Okay, listen. Hold on. First of all, the Wii was a fad. Hold on. First of all, the Wii was a fad. Listen, the Wii was a fad. That's a fact. And most people dropped that shit well before the generation was over. My chick fucking parents bought a Wii, and they over 60 years old.
It was mainly the Wii was mainly about that everyone's got it, so I want to have it complex.
And they still got that. Right. Listen, I swear on everything, they still got games right now that they bought. They never took out the plastic.
Right.
Yeah.
So we ain't even gonna talk about the Wii, but yeah, you know. It is what it is.
Why not? I mean, if it's all about the better looking games, and if you walk in the store and see a better looking game, then explain
the Wii. The Wii was a fad, dog. It was most people dropped that shit. Listen, the Wii was dead well before the generation ended.
How did it become a fad, though?
It was, you know, how people are followers. It's a fad. Oprah was talking about it. Fucking Oprah was giving them away. Oprah loved it.
You don't think that was all marketing and having also one thing having a product that appeals to everybody?
It's a lot. Why did fucking
two? You don't think the market?
Why did fidget spinners become a fad? Like what the fuck? Shit. No, a lot of shit is you can't explain it, dog.
Right.
Like why the fuck did fidget spinners become a fad? Like come on, man. You know what I mean?
Fidget spinners have been around. They've been around for 6 years.
But why did it become a fad?
Listen to me. Listen. I'm trying to tell you. It took. So a patent ended. The person with the right amount of money and the right amount of marketing behind them picked that patent up, and she put it out. Like it was originally done by a woman. I can't think of her name right now. But she lost the patent. Somebody else. Listen to me. Somebody else picked up the patent, and they put it out there. They marketed it better than the person that had the patent. And
but why did it become a fad though? Like why? What did it do that made everybody want one?
I don't understand Cycle. I don't really understand, but
you're not gonna understand. You're not gonna understand until you.
Well, what you
14, 15 years. You're not gonna understand.
No, let me ask you this.
That's why I'm done with it.
Wait a minute. The PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One launched within a week of each other in November 4 years ago. They both offered a lot of the same stuff. Sony offered $100 cheaper. What part of that are you not understanding? There's your marketing. They got that by $100.
Craig, you're killing me because we already talked about this. And
I know. I still I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah. You understand because you told me you understand, and now you're trying to go back and act like you don't understand.
No, I understand. I just don't.
I'm not gonna go there with
you. See about the $100 price difference, bro.
I'm not gonna go there with you. I'm not gonna go there with you. Talk about that.
And this holiday, it's going to be what a $250-$200 price difference.
Yeah.
No, matter of fact, hold on. We already saw PS4 Slims are going to be $199.
That's crazy.
And they may throw a game in there.
And that's great. I'm not saying that the Xbox One is going to outsell the PlayStation. I never said that. So
no, but you understand how hard it's going to be to move them X's when you got a $199 PlayStation?
I do. I understand. I understand.
And you talk about marketing. That's what's the better marketing ploy?
This is all
$199.
Listen to me. All of that is a part of marketing. When you sit in a meeting, we talk about the price. You talking about how you gonna get it out there. You talk about the product. When you're sitting in a meeting, that's what you talk about. Those three things. Price is one thing, the product is another thing, and whose hands are you gonna put it in to get the most explosion out of your product?
I don't even know what we're fucking talking about anymore, to be completely honest with you.
I know you don't. That's why I'm trying to say. That's why I'm trying to move on. I'm trying to move. Listen to me. I'm trying to move on because
I have no clue what topic I can't explain to this shit. Like,
yeah. Go ahead.
Let's move on.
I think Cycle believe that Microsoft marketing is going to put them on top or something. I
never said that.
No. What was your whole point of this?
What do you mean was my whole point? Y'all asked me questions and I answered them. I'm not trying to prove anything. Like what I'm trying to tell y'all is marketing is important. That's all I'm trying to tell you. And the way Sony has marketed their product has been excellent. It's been great. I'm not trying to say anything about Microsoft versus. I'm not trying to say any of that. What I'm trying to say is marketing is important. And it's more important than you guys think it is. It's not just.
Well, no one's saying that.
Well, we know marketing is important.
I think the whole point of the conversation was that Xbox doesn't have the stuff to market like PlayStation has. I think that was the whole point.
No, he think the whole 4K thing is a stronger marketing tool than cheaper. That's what he thought. That's how we got here. Because he was like, "Oh, what happens when they say this is 4K and this is not?" That's what you were saying.
No. The thing was, y'all were saying it's about what somebody sees. That's what we were talking about. You said it doesn't matter about the specs. You were saying it doesn't matter about the specs. It's about.
I think it matters more about price than anything else. And
now we're inserting price because we were just talking about.
We're
talking about the article.
Price.
No. We're talking about the article, right? What did the article say? The article said
is saying that the specs are interesting, but it's how the games look.
That was it. That was what the discussion started.
Basically, what the article is saying is that Sony has more talented developers. That's the bottom line. And that's true. They do.
Like, look, I would agree with you, Cycle. But
you know what Sony could do with the X specs? You know what like a Naughty Dog would do with that type of power?
There's one big disadvantage that Microsoft does not have this holiday. They don't have the biggest marketing deals. So you can't market the biggest games coming out this year as third party because they have none of them.
And they don't have the attractive price point either as far as the X go.
Well, they have Assassin's Creed.
We'll see what happens with that.
They got a good one in Assassin's Creed. They still have Madden, don't they?
They got Shadow of War too, and Shadow of War was a great game. But at the end of the day, by the time the X comes out, these games, they won't be irrelevant, but they won't be talked about. You know what's coming out? Call of Duty, Star Wars Battlefront. None of these games they own.
That's a good point.
That's why I said that they needed to aim for an early October release date. Having Shadow of War as a marketing deal and Assassin's Creed Origin as a marketing deal, and talking about how great these games look on this console a month after it comes out doesn't make sense to me.
And them games are not strong enough to move a console. Yeah, they had Call of Duty and Battlefront.
And do they even have an X bundle of any of these games?
Not that I've seen. And Matt, you're right. Madden, they'll be going into their ninth. The NFL will be in its 9th week by the time Madden gets to the X.
It's just November was a horrible month
but Madden is 4K on the the PS4 Pro. So it ain't no edge. They don't have no edge with that.
All you really have to do is just promote it as 4K. But people
promote it like a motherfucker.
There are going to be people that clearly they see that they like that. They like that 4K. They like Madden. They have an Xbox. They'll be all down for that. But at the time this console releases, people will be talking about Call of Duty. They're going to be talking about Battlefront coming out a week later. No one's going to be talking about any of these games that we're talking about.
That's true.
The gaming industry, the gaming consumers of this industry are very about what's out now and what's out next week, not what was out a month ago.
But plus them games ain't strong enough anyway.
When does Call of Duty come out?
Call of Duty come out next week. This week, right? It
comes out Friday.
Yeah, it comes out in a couple of days.
All right, so just to get back on track, because Jim Ryan, he had a lot to say. He was boasting about the game shown at Paris Games Week. He says, specs are interesting, but that's all they are, specifications. The proof is in how the games look and which games they are. You saw last night there was a great range of games, many of which are exclusive to our platform, and you will only find on PS4 Pro, that I think allows us to feel, as I said almost 3 times last night, that we remain the best place to play.
Okay. Start putting a little bit more enthusiasm in your reading. You sound hurt.
Wait a minute. This guy work for Sony?
Hold on.
Jim Ryan.
Let's go in. Let's talk about what's.
But he's not lying though. Look what they showed and look what Xbox got. Look at The Last of Us 2 and look what Xbox got. No comparison.
Let's talk about what is the last visually, I wouldn't say stunning, but visually appealing game that the Xbox has had.
Gears
Cuphead.
4? Gears 4? Well, an art style Cuphead was nice, but that's a PlayStation, PC game.
Yeah, I would say fucking Quantum Break.
Well, I would say Gears 4 looked way better than Quantum Break. Gears 4 looked much better than Quantum Break.
Gears, you're right.
Gears has always been like one of the good-looking games on Xbox.
Yeah,
and I think one of the issue is it's not necessarily that this game looks better than this game. It's every PlayStation game looks better than every Xbox game, just about.
Really? Yeah, pretty much.
Look, and this is the reason why. This is the reason why I buy PlayStation is for shit like this. Not that indie shit that they was talking about back in the day. Shit like this is the reason why I like PlayStation. Is what they deliver.
I disagree with the statement. To those Xbox fans, I'm sorry, I got to intervene.
To Xbox fans,
coming at me. I do not agree with the statement the words that was uttered that every PlayStation game looks better than every Xbox game.
Well,
that's not an opinion.
Xbox. Name something that look better.
Not an opinion of the podcast.
No, hold on.
Name something.
Okay, you can name Windows 10 games too. Name a game that is on par or at least around something like Uncharted or 4.
Why don't you mention a game like Knack? Huh?
I'm going game for. Okay, let's use Knack. Does Knack look better than Record?
Knack versus Record?
Don't do it.
You can't compare. You can't compare Record to.
You can get an Xbox game that look better than fucking Infamous Second Son or Killzone, and those games came out years ago. What? Absolutely
Quantum
not.
Break looks better just because Infamous Second Son has more colors.
Dog, you're crazy.
It's just a colorful game.
Disgusting on the Xbox One, dog. And I put up screenshots to show that on day one.
Look, as much as I love State of Decay 2, let's be real here. The gameplay we saw, it looked bad. Like, the overall aesthetics of the game did not look too appealing. Crackdown.
Looks better than Killzone.
Let's go to Crackdown. Crackdown did not look visually appealing, kid.
Come on, you're talking about a cell-shaded game. Compare Crackdown to another cell-shaded game.
But we're talking about AAA titles versus AAA titles.
Like, all right, kid, listen, smooth. Name a game on Xbox that looks better than a game on PlayStation.
I think the only game that's really in the competition is Sunset Overdrive, Rise to the Road, and Gears, and Quantum Break. That's the only games I can even see.
Quantum Break is not in the running. Sorry, that's
stop. Quantum Break is.
Quantum Break looks. I put up the screenshots. It looks disgusting.
So what? Nobody care if you put screenshots up.
Because it looked disgusting. Showing people what it looked like. It does not look good. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
All right.
No, Rise.
Okay. Why win so many awards then? Why win so many?
Yeah, Rise Center Round looked pretty good.
Fucking awards the Quantum Break win.
Y'all
didn't even buy the shit.
Quantum Break won the same award Rise won for graphics. It was like,
I mean, no one here could deny that Quantum Break didn't look good. No one can deny that.
Yeah, I got the screenshots. The shit looked nasty. Now you can put these screenshots up on the screen.
Okay, what about Rise? Like, I don't really.
Rise look good.
Okay, look. Hold on. Let me publicly come out and say this before anyone in the comment section saying I'm damaged for Quantum Break. I've said multiple times I think that game's garbage. Have I not?
Quantum Break don't even got reload animation. Stop it.
The graphics look good. Man,
no, they weren't.
You bugging, man.
No, they weren't.
I usually agree with you, Hard, but this one, no.
I got the game day one and I beat it twice. No, that game did not look good. Check my damn achievement.
Someone said Rise versus Order. Which is better?
Oh boy, that's
I did a comparison.
I played Rise on the PC.
I mean, there's another good point. Drive Club versus the game that came out that year. Forza 7 versus
no, that's come on now. You can't
you get what I'm saying.
That's a 30 frames per second game.
Drive Club. Most games don't look better than Drive Club. But hold on though. I played Rise on PC first at 1440p max settings. So when I went back and played it on Xbox, it really didn't look that good to me.
It's
900p. It was like edges was like it didn't look that good to me. But I played it on PC first.
Heartache. So, when you gonna realize that resolution ain't graphics?
Well, I get that, but you gotta come. I do agree where he's coming from.
It wasn't just resolution; the textures are better. Everything is better.
You play on PC and you go to anything on console, it's gonna look way worse. I mean, you gotta agree on that. There's no denying that.
Not necessarily.
It doesn't take away from the fact that Rise still look good on consoles.
Hey, look, it's okay.
It's cool. You know that shit look cool. Good. Stop playing.
Nah, I played it on PC first. You're not understanding. I played it at 1440 max settings and then go back and play it at 900p. It did not never look that good to me.
But anyway,
go ahead.
I hear you.
Someone wanted to say what looked better, Rise or The Order?
The Order.
I want to.
The polygon count on The Order is way higher than Rise.
I have to say
it's almost double.
And you know what? They both were pretty linear games too. So
I like both games. Though. Yeah. I love Rise. Rise is one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say I like both.
Beat Rise like 5 times.
I don't know.
That's my
shit. Killzone versus Halo 5. That's not even a comparison.
That's not even a question. That ain't even a comparison. That's not even fair.
Yeah, which one was the better game?
I don't know. I didn't play Killzone,
I would say Halo.
but I did like Halo.
As far
5.
as what? As far as on the multiplayer?
Overall, Halo 5
It's a
was
better game.
I mean, I like Killzone story better, but both games is trash on multiplayer. So
Halo 5 got a good
Halo 5 is probably the best multiplayer available in a Halo game.
I don't like Halo. I'm good.
Someone just said Pornhub versus Hamster. Wanting us compare porn sites.
But I had one back and played Killzone single player, and I was like, God damn, this game looks fucking great. It really do. If you never played Killzone, check it out.
It looks really good. That's the first game I played this generation.
Yeah, it looks really good.
I mean, when it comes down to it, that's all my statement was. Kid got real hurt when I said that.
I don't know why you can't accept that that Sony has the better developers, dog. They got more talented developers. Period.
I didn't say they didn't. I'm just saying I'm not of the mind that every PlayStation game looks better than every Xbox games. I've seen some very, very visual, impressive Xbox games. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Next topic.
You can't name them. You can name Rise. You can name Gears. That's it.
I think Sunset is in that list.
Sunset
looked like
Sunset was basic. It wasn't that good.
Sunset looked cool. It looked like a good game.
That's the difference.
Stop it. That shit. It had a low polygon count. First of all.
No. Hold on, real quick. Let me at least say this. There's a difference between something being like realistic looking and looking like realistic and something just being beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like in Quantum Break.
So it's a Lucky Tales versus Ratchet.
Sunset Overdrive is a beautiful looking game.
No, it's not, dog. The polygon count is so low on that game. No, the characters are blocky as shit. All right, dog.
I personally enjoyed the game.
We're not talking about the game. We're not talking about the game good or not. We're talking about how it looked.
I personally enjoyed the way it looked. I personally enjoyed
those sharp ass edges. Come on, man. All right.
That game, Forza Horizon 2, that Forza Horizon, that shit look beautiful. That's a beautiful looking game. That's not realistic.
Forza Horizon Forza always look good though. That ain't. I mean, Forza.
Super Lucky Tales look better than Super Mario Odyssey. Facts.
Oh, you played Lucky Tales when you played it?
When I played it at E3.
Go ahead, keep Oh, okay. So you didn't play. Continue.
You said what?
You know what's look, Smooth, real quick.
Not a 6.5 out of 10. I had to at least give it a 7 to 8.
You know what's kind of embarrassing for me is, and it's not even have nothing to do with me like an Xbox or whatever, but Sony's showing all these games at Paris Games Week, and then Microsoft comes out advertising Super Lucky too. Like, that shit is like, damn, really? Like, and that's how I felt at the beginning of this generation when Xbox was coming out with all these games, and then Sony's talking about indies. It's like y'all can do better than that.
So Microsoft wasn't at Paris Game Week?
They were.
They went there to announce the release.
Why did they let Sony do that to them then? If they was there, why they ain't put on the show?
Crazy. That's crazy.
They just sat back and got abused.
I honestly think they don't have nothing to show right now, and that's sad.
That's sad. They just sat back and got their ass whipped. And then Sony still has another conference. Come on, man. That looks bad.
That's
crazy. It does. There's no denying that, especially them announcing a new IP, a completely new IP.
That is
regardless,
crazy.
Regardless how the game's going to turn out, because I don't. Did they show gameplay? Because I saw a trailer, but I didn't.
It felt like a little bit of gameplay at the end.
Which one? That Samurai game?
Yeah,
Samurai one.
Yeah, it was a little gameplay.
I need to see a little bit more on that game.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not a big Samurai guy, but it looked like
Sucker Punch is a decent developer. I don't think they can't mess up that. I hope not. But then again, developers can easily fuck up a game.
And that Spider-Man trailer, dang, I can't wait to play that.
Yeah, it's crazy. They're gonna keep
hurt next year.
Sony's damn trailers and everybody. The reaction is always going to be the same. For the Spider-Man trailer, they can show a new Spider-Man trailer 3 more times and not have a release date, and people are going to be perfectly fine. I get it.
That's because
at the end of the day, you can't do shit about it. But wait,
they're keeping the release dates for their actual conference.
If they don't announce release dates at this conference, what are you going to do? What are you going to say, AJ? You got all the answers.
They're going to release dates at this conference.
How you know?
Oh my god.
Yo, you gotta wait anyway, Smooth. So it don't matter.
Yeah.
They're gonna come.
No, here's a better question. What's Microsoft giving release dates for State of Decay? Because they don't have an event. Maybe they just drop a YouTube video. That's the only thing I can think of, or a Twitter announcement.
Well, now wait a minute now, Gaming Addict. According to some Xbox people, just because they don't have nothing scheduled doesn't mean they don't have nothing scheduled.
They don't have nothing scheduled, so they're not having.
Phil's supposed to tell y'all to wait 3 years or some shit like that.
He said for new. He's got projects in the works.
Listen, at the end of the day, the date gonna come and them games gonna come. So
it's like, look, people are. I just don't understand when they're going to release these release dates. Explain this to me, kid. When do you think these games are coming out?
I think the games are coming. I told you. Wait a minute. Wait. Didn't we're episode 21. Didn't I say several times when the hell they're gonna announce these release dates? Don't you see me on Twitter asking when they're gonna announce these release dates? Didn't last week I said if they don't announce these release dates and by this such and such date, you're not coming before E3?
Well, what about
I don't understand.
Video Game Awards, they can announce one or two.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know when them.
If you want my honest opinion, I'm really starting to think that State of Decay is going to get announced at Video Game Awards. It's going to come out early next year, and Sea of Thieves and Crackdown getting delayed to the end of next year.
No, I think Sea of Thieves is more ready than either of those games. So I see Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves is going to be the first one out of the three.
It's still in closed beta.
So what? It's still playable. You can't play the other two.
Hey, when does Metro come out? That's got a giant rat in it. It's going to be in 4K.
That's
y'all need to get hyped on that. I'm excited about that.
That's like one of my most hyped games next year, State of Decay, and I have no clue what's going on with that game.
Man, listen, man, y'all better do that. Microsoft got to do something. Sony cool.
I don't know. They're
gonna drop bombs in February, March. They're gonna drop bombs. Watch. You think it's a joke?
Yeah, and I still think Spider-Man will probably come out after the Black Panther movie, but before Infinity War. I think they'll sandwich it somewhere, which I think Infinity War is May. So look,
I got Spider-Man in May or June.
I think Spider-Man's coming out end of February.
No.
When did you got Crackdown, and when did you got Sea of Thieves, and when did you got Lucky Tales and all that shit?
Anyway, I got Sea of Thieves in March. I got State of Decay in like June. I got Crackdown in September.
Actually, I'm completely opposite. I got State of Decay in March. I think Sea of Thieves is going to get announced at E3, and it's going to come out that week. And I think Crackdown is going to be delayed to like September.
Dang. What about Metro? They show Metro.
Metro's not exclusive; it's a multi-plat. But Metro's coming like next summer.
It's got a 4K giant rat. Everybody's getting hyped. I mean, come on now.
It's coming. I think Metro's going to be next summer.
And so, did y'all talk about The Witcher 3 getting enhanced? But we don't really know if it's going to be native 4K.
No, that's what I wanted to talk about. But everybody wanted jubber bubber bullshit. So, like, we get to that. Yeah, so
Hit it, Smooth.
Xbox Wire released the interview with CD Projekt Red in regards to their enhancements to the Xbox One X their enhancements to The Witcher 3 for the Xbox One X. Sounds promising. Is going to be labeled with the 4K icon, the HDR icon, and Xbox One X enhanced icon. I know the big elephant in the room is, will it be native 4K? We know it's getting the high textures. They confirmed that.
Better shadows, ambient occlusion.
Yeah, so that's already on paper right now. It's already has things confirmed that the Pro version doesn't have. I mean, any thoughts on this?
The game came out in 2015. Next,
we'll see if it's 4K native. That's all I want to know.
Yeah, and I'm sure it'll be fine. I mean, Sony never said they were going to do 4K texturing, but I'm excited for the people that want to go back and wax 2015 nostalgia.
I guess
what's wrong with that? I mean,
cool. Witcher is arguably one of the best games that came out this generation, but it still came out 2 years ago.
Yeah, I want to talk about this. How come we haven't heard anything about this 1080p 60 mode on Assassin's Creed? We got
Oh, you talking about the bull? You talking about the dude that started that? You talking about the dude that go to Best Buy and do TV reviews? Yeah, I know.
I don't know. Look, I got the Ryzen chip as my avatar because the Ryzen chip was supposed to be in the Xbox X. So,
oh yeah, that too.
So I'm just saying I know we got the HDR update that came directly from Ubisoft. So why not update us on this 1080p 60?
So
I mean, because Metal Gear 5 is running 1080p 60. So, that was 2015 too.
Did you say the Ryzen chip was going to be in the X?
Me? No, I heard somebody said they had insider information.
So are you like?
Yeah, they definitely did. They do TV reviews at Best Buy. They got all the TV.
Are you like technically promoting him because he said that? Like I'm confused why you got the avatar.
No, that's the avatar. I was excited, and then somebody said Jaguar.
Oh, okay.
Metal Gear is now 1440p on the Pro.
Yes, but didn't launch at 1080p?
No, yeah, it launched at 1080p.
Yeah. So I just want to know why we haven't heard, or has anybody heard anything about the Ubisoft deal? Because I know they just announced HDR like 72 hours ago.
I have no clue.
Okay, well, I'm just asking. I'm just following up.
Yeah, you talking about the dude that Jack told to stick a maple leaf up his ass? Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Is that the one Black Bond had the door open for?
Yeah, that's what Black Bond seen on the way out and shit. Told him have a nice day.
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, 1080p 60, baby. I didn't know we were back to that.
That's the one that go to Best Buy and ask, can he see the remote so he can fucking fine tune the TVs and all that.
Dang.
You got a remote for this one? All right, keep this area clear. I'm about to do a fucking TV.
Do you got a storage room or something?
Clear this area. I'm about to do a fucking TV review right here at Best Buy. Just clear this area.
He got a buddy work at Walmart. He just asked to put it in the storage room and does a review like it's in his
got some batteries for this fucking remote. Give me something to wipe the screen off, too. I'm about to do a review of this motherfucker. Seriously. I'm going to put it on my YouTube channel.
I'm here at Walmart. I mean, my room talking about this TV.
Hey, can you go in the back and get the fucking box? Because I want to make it look like this shit is mine.
Well, he's gonna take it off the stand and put in the box like he's unboxing it too.
Hey, yo, can y'all keep it the fuck down? I'm trying to do a review for these TVs. Turn that fucking sound bar down over there. Oh, but we're about to purchase this, sir. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck about what iPhone you buying. I'm trying to do a review.
Well, I'm not trying to ask a legitimate question, man. Y'all.
Hey, did y'all update this fucking TV? Because it's on a different firmware. Now update this shit. What's the Wi-Fi password in Best Buy? God damn it! I'm trying to update this motherfucker.
You guys are crazy. Ooh, what are we talking about?
Like we were talking about the Witcher update. We was trying to get to the update, but,
oh yeah. Hold on, I had to do a review at Best Buy real quick. Hold on, man. All right, go ahead.
I'm excited I'm excited that both Pro and Xbox got enhanced modes. Like Gaming Addict said, Witcher's one of the highly sought after games this generation. I know, shout out to Black Bond. I know he loves it. So I hope that everybody that's getting the X goes and buys the game. Stop talking about Lara Croft's hair, what it looks like, the scars. Go play the games, guys. I mean, come on. Let's get it.
I like Witcher 3 too. It's a good game.
Yeah.
I can't get into it, man. I tried like last week.
It
just kind of slow.
I'm gonna try again.
Well, it's gonna be in 4K now.
Oh, who gonna try Witcher?
Me.
Nah, fam.
I still
think too long for you.
And you still got to beat Cuphead, man. I ain't joking. I'm not gonna leave off of this until that Cuphead is
not beating no Witcher 3, dog. It ain't happening. It's way too long. Nah.
I've tried to beat Witcher a couple of times. I'm not gonna lie.
You got to really invest yourself into the story, man.
Like
if I started talking and shit like that.
If I take more than 3 days off of The Witcher, I'm just down for the count. I can't get back into the game.
Well, you're gonna be playing that longer than that unless you do 24-hour game throughs. I mean, it's intense.
Craig, did you finish it?
Witcher 3? Yeah, I've beaten it 3 times. So
how long did it take you to beat it?
Over 100 hours. That's with the expansions.
Yeah, I beat all the expansions too.
Yeah, it came with the expansions for like $20.
Blood and Wine was lit.
Yeah. Bloodline on its own is one of the best games, even though it's an expansion. That was really good.
Okay.
So
cool.
You enjoy it.
Smooth, you ain't about that life, Smooth. Don't do it to yourself.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
Hit it.
What type of HDR is in this damn 900?
HDR 10.
Why the hell is it not being? Let me see what the hell's going on.
What happened?
Because when I do the 4K TV details, the Xbox tells you if you're
you got to go and turn. You got to turn the HDMI ports. You got to enhance. Turn them to enhance.
Okay. Wow.
Kid Smooth shouldn't be buying TVs. You don't even know how to use the features on the TV.
Shut up! I'm using the Xbox.
Yeah, you gotta call up the menu, and then you go down to the settings. And after you go down to the settings, you got to go to external inputs. And then once you go to external inputs, you go all the way down to HDMI signal format, and then you turn all of them to enhanced. Because you'll have standard format and enhanced format. You got to put everything on enhanced, one at a time, because it's going to reset the TV and all that shit. So once you do that, you'll be good to go.
My bad. Oh, did you pre-order that X already?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Nah, I gotta walk in.
Oh, you gotta. Oh, yeah, they're not taking any pre-orders.
Yeah, they're not taking pre-orders no more. I tried, but whatever. I got a 24-hour Walmart down the street, so I'm quite sure they had some. Or Best Buy doing the 12 o'clock release. I'm gonna get it.
Cool.
I'm gonna get it.
All right. Any questions from the chat? Anybody else got anything to say?
For those getting the X, what's gonna be the first game you play?
What?
Shit. Me personally, I think I'm trying to jump on like Wolfenstein or Assassin's Creed.
Wolfenstein gonna be nice.
I was told that Wolfenstein might not come out on launch, like the patch for it.
Oh well, they ain't got the patch. I'll wait, and I'll just get on Assassin's Creed. Cuphead, I'm gonna get on Cuphead. Smooth, bet I beat Cuphead before you.
Dang.
No, I'm not gonna bet that. You probably will. You probably will.
You gonna live stream it or what?
Yeah, I'll probably be on Mixer.
Okay.
Follow me on Mixer, hard 8 times. Y'all know what it is.
Oh, Hardy got that X.
Oh, you already got a Mixer?
Streaming on Mixer.
Yeah, I got a Mixer. I already got some followers. Yeah, I got a Mixer, man.
He's preparing.
I'm a see. I mean, because you can't live straight to YouTube, so I might as well go to Mixer. I like Mixer. I like the way Mixer's set up and shit. I don't really like Twitch.
That dragon and that fucking robot gonna be a bitch.
Plus, I can get paid by Mixer quicker than I can for Twitch, so that's where I'm at. I ain't trying to do this shit for free.
Hardy's free days are over.
Over. Damn. Is you two still on that shit?
Stuff gonna get so rough for Heartache. He gonna be at Best Buy reviewing TVs.
No. I can't even do no shit like that.
Dang.
They would never let Heartache get away with that.
Hey, Heartache gave me very good TV advice on getting a good 4K TV that's not going to break your budget. I got that 6300 Samsung you suggested.
Whoa, I ain't never tell you to get that. Say no.
Damn.
Hold on. What was your budget? Did you had a budget? What was your budget?
I don't know. I think I got it for under 300.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a good buy. I'm saying you gave good advice.
Hey man, as long as you happy with it, man, that's all that matters.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm kind of stuck on that, either that TCL or that Samsung.
Hold on, what you got right now?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I got an old ass TV, but it's a 240 hertz Samsung.
I don't give a fuck. How many hertz is it? What is it right? What year is it?
Shit, I don't know.
And when you get this 4K
TV? This weekend.
Oh, all right. Don't get that X without no 4K TV, dog.
Oh no.
So what
it down samples though, don't it?
Nah, fam. What you get?
No, I don't know yet. I don't know either that TSL, the new one that you're talking about,
the TCL,
either the TCL or that the one that was hot last year,
the KS 8000.
Yeah.
Oh, what's your budget?
I can do whatever. I don't want to spend. I don't want to spend over $2,000. I don't want to spend over.
Oh well, if you got a fucking $2,000 budget, fuck you talking about a TCL for then?
I mean, I'm just trying to get the best for the money. So
no,
that's why.
No, the TCL is the best if you got like $700.
Okay.
You got 2,000. You can get what size? Like 55 or 65?
Either 55 or 65.
55, you can get an OLED.
Which one?
A C7.
Sony?
You can get a B7, C7. No, LG.
Okay.
You can get a C7 or a B7, 55-inch at 2,000. You can get a 65-inch 900E, which Kid Smooth just got. For that price.
He gonna get one of those off-brand things. Don't even have a brand.
No. When I get a TV, I try to make sure I get the good shit.
You're gonna get one of those off-brand TVs and get
You can get the TV I got coming this week. You can get a 940E, 4,000.
940E. Hold on, let me write this shit.
4,000. You about that 4,000 life? Oh, net effect, it's 4,500.
All right.
45. Oh, hell,
I got a question.
Nice, man. That.
It only comes in one size, 75 inches.
I went to advanced mode and it says HDR mode. I switched it to HDR 10, and then the HDMI video range I put the full, and color space. So I keep that at auto.
Now, ain't nobody tell you to put video range to full. Leave it on auto.
Leave it on auto because it didn't look right.
Nobody said put it on full. Leave it at auto, dog.
All right.
Did you enhance the fucking port?
Well, how do I know?
Change it from state. I told you where to go.
If I go to now, go where?
Go to settings, hit the home button, then scroll down to settings, then go to external inputs, and then scroll down to where you're going to see HDMI enhanced, and then go in there.
Some people get paid good money to do what Heartache's doing right now, kid. You know that, right?
That's what I'm saying. Listen, I just told him. Dark Cloud. I ain't see that A1E Dark Cloud. Till I see it, it don't exist.
Need an unboxing, Dark Cloud. You can't come in here with statements with no receipt.
Till I see that A1E, it don't exist. You got a 930E, sir. Pipe down, little guy.
Ask him if he worked out a little situation he had with the dude last podcast.
I think he on a plane. I think he on a plane right now.
No, he
take that road.
That's
trip.
been a week. He's been there and back by now.
Okay.
Works for Sony, man. He got that money. He's there.
He on a plane. He on a plane right now, playing the Switch on his way.
Damn.
Fuck this nigga up. He's playing Mario. Fuck this dude up when I get there.
He's on that plane Wi-Fi listening to this at like 2 seconds.
Knock some coins out his ass.
Man. No joke, man. I got. Oh, go ahead, kid.
No, go ahead. Tell him.
That was just a stupid story, man. I went to GameStop to go check out the Mario game. And so I'm playing the game. A little kid came up to me, right? He was staring at me. And he was like, can I play? And I was enjoying the game. So I'm like, all right. Beginning, I hand him the game. I walk out. I go to Target, which is right next door. I'm in Target. I'm like, oh, shit, Mario was in here. So let me try to finish what I was playing. Why the same little motherfucker come up to me and like looking up at me. Looking up at me, yeah, same little kid looking up at me like, hey, I saw you at the other store. I was like, yeah. He was like, can I play? I'm like, fuck. It's like
it was in his head. Like, would you get your big grown ass the fuck off this little kid
and I
go fucking play?
I felt like a man child. I was like, let me just stop. Let me just leave this shit alone and stop trying to play this game.
He probably ain't got nothing at home, man. You know what I mean?
Why he just didn't stay in GameStop though? Why he bring his ass? Why his brother, whoever it is, bring his ass all the way to Target and come fucking with me while I'm playing the game?
It's because
maybe he's gonna review TVs.
They didn't have the TV he wanted, so he wanted to.
So how long did it take you to hand over the controller?
The second time, I was like, man, you motherfucking like. It took a couple seconds, but I handed it. I said, hold on, little man.
That shit crazy, man.
Then I handed it to him. Though. I had to give it to him.
I wish I'd have turned the corner. Like, if you don't get your big grown ass off that motherfucker, it's a little kid. Fuck going on?
Hey, if this lady
look at Psycho. Psycho acted like he gave that to him in a sec. He probably told that kid to go fuck off. I'm playing.
Don't you know it's a dude down that aisle with some tap shoes on, won't let the little kid play Nintendo Switch.
This lady was looking at me, so I was like, you know what? I was like, hold on, man. Let me give me 1 second. And I handed it to him. If that lady wasn't there, I don't know what I would have did.
Hey, Smooth.
Yeah.
Dark Cloud got like a lower model 930E. He ain't got what I got, and he worked for Sony. But he got like a lower model 930E. He's saying you got to go under input settings and change the HDMI.
This remote control has too many damn buttons, dude. Like, don't need this much buttons. Like,
Yeah, ask Dark Cloud. He got the little light. I mean, he got the little light boy. Little small joint.
Light boy.
He got the mid-tier one.
Yeah, he got a little small shit, little 930E. Ain't nobody want that. You know what I'm saying?
That's fucked up.
He got the one that gave the lower employees.
Yeah, he got edgeless shit and all that. It's all right. It's all right. You know what I mean?
Hardy, what you need with a 75-inch TV? $4,000, man?
Hey, I'm a grown-ass man.
That shit crazy. That shit is crazy.
Well, I didn't pay the whole price because I'm selling my old TV.
Okay. That shit is
which
crazy.
is the same TV, just last year model.
Yeah, I walked in there. I was like, wow. I was like, this TV is too fucking big, man. I can't do it. But for me, like, I feel like the bigger the TV, the harder it is for games, like first person shooter games.
Nah, you get used to that shit after a couple of days.
Okay.
It don't even look as big as it did when I first got it. Like when I first got it, it was like, what the fuck? But then after a while, it looks small until you get something smaller, and then you see like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody said I'm getting radiation sickness.
Radiation sickness.
75 inches, you getting radiation sickness.
That shit is crazy. Smooth, you figured it out yet, man?
I might have to give a phone call on this one.
Oh my god.
This motherfucker about as sharp as a bowling ball. God damn. This shit is simple, man. Yo, all you gotta do just Google it.
Did they not show a menu with it?
No, yeah, that too. But Google it on YouTube. Somebody will give you a step-by-step on how to do it, dog. You can get a visual presentation.
Yeah, that's what
Dark Cloud said he could have gave you a 40% discount, but fuck you now.
Damn.
This motherfucker had brains. He'd be dangerous. What Dark Cloud say?
He said he could have given you a 40% discount, but fuck you now.
Nah, I'm good. I ain't want that lower model. You be happy with that, though, Cloud. You be happy with that. I'm going to let you know how this 940E turned out.
You play that Mario on it, Cloud. Sure, it's going to make Mario's hat pop right out of the fucking TV.
All right.
I could have got an A1E too, 65. A1E 65 actually was cheaper.
Someone says it's an external inputs HDMI signal format. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I told
went there and then
go to
enhance like for like it like
yeah, you enhance each HDMI port. What happened?
Okay. All right, no. Just
once you go to one, it's going to restart the TV. Then you do it again, it's going to restart the TV.
Yeah,
you do it again.
TV. That's the
Dark Cloud says it's the same TV. So you saying you have something as equal as Kid Smooth? Someone on your stature? Like, is that what you're telling me, Dark Cloud?
No, he got his TV is right above Kid Smooth's. It's the next level above Kid Smooth.
The way Dark Cloud be talking, man, I expect like that.
Oh, he might got. I don't know. He might got a 900E, but I know he got a 930.
Dark Cloud be slacking, man. I expect.
Oh, he said it doesn't reset anymore. Cloud. Oh, okay, well, it won't reset. Smooth, you can just change them all to enhance format.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, cool. Let's get out of here though. It's late. I ain't eat. All right. So, anybody got anything to say? Shout out.
I think that's running Nougat, ain't it? The operating system. Android Nougat.
He probably don't know.
It's running some sort of Android.
Cause my TV's still running Marshmallow. But when I get this new one, Friday or tomorrow, I'm waiting on delivery. They taking forever, man. I hate waiting on shit, man. That's why I like going to the store.
Go pick it up.
I know that's why I like going to the store, but just getting white glove delivery and all that. Even though they don't be having no white gloves.
White gloves.
Yeah, they don't be having no white gloves and shit touching my motherfucking screen and all that with their dirty ass hands.
Oh, you got to pull a Major Nelson.
I always give them gloves. Like, yo, don't touch my motherfucking screen. Here, put these gloves on. That shit like a pet peeve. I can't stand that shit.
Didn't Major Nelson open something with gloves on? Like white ass?
Oh, yeah.
And then what was it, Yoshida that had like the black leather gloves?
yeah, right.
The reason they got those gloves on is because they just got back from stealing the motherfuckers.
That shit is hilarious.
Yeah, the 940E is on Nougat, but my 940D is on Marshmallow. So, whatever.
He
I
said
don't like the Operation.
He said on November 7th you get Google assistance.
Oh, that's what's up. I need Adobe Atmos soundbar. What's up, Cloud? Hook me up, man.
I think that boat has sailed now.
Yeah, I know. He the janitor anyway. He can't give me a fucking. He can't get me a goddamn Adobe Atmos. He's fixing up file cabinets and shit. He can't. I know. It's all good.
He's the bathroom greeter.
Oh yeah. He give you fucking cologne and shit in the bathroom. He the elevator operator in the.
Sir, are you
building.
satisfied with your relieving?
Sir, what floor? What floor? What floor? Okay. You know, they drop a little change in his basket and shit. Good looking for pushing that button.
Do you need any toilet paper, sir?
This motherfucker, the doorman and shit at Sony building. Which way is the front desk, sir? Oh, it's that way. Thank you. Oh, he do all day. Who the fuck on the train tracks? They ready to end it all. Somebody ready to end it all.
Fuck it. That's it.
Somebody ready to end it all. Like, fuck, what the fuck is going on?
Let me mute myself.
Shout out to Dark Cloud, man. He the parking lot attendant. I love you, man. Park my damn car.
The valet.
The valet at the Sony building and shit. Yeah,
go ahead and give him a 10, Heartache. Give him a 10.
You got 2 hours to return, or we're gonna have to tow your car, sir.
He walking into the conference room still in PlayStation Pros.
Still in mints and shit when he go in the building to use the bathroom. You know they got fucking taffies and shit on the counter. Stuff in his pockets. Yeah, make sure you lock your car up real good. Don't want nobody to take anything out of it.
That's where he got the 2 switches.
Shit crazy. Hey, make sure you hem them slacks up, though. Hem them slacks up. You don't want to be walking on them. That's all I'm saying. You don't want to fuck up your slacks.
In the pictures on Twitter, he posted he was actually the person giving out the drinks.
Yeah, I did see him holding the tray and shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Is that the bar talent?
Do you want a glass of champagne, sir?
Hey, he did have a bib on, though. What was the bib for? What was the bib for?
So you're going to be parking cars in Japan in 3 months? Okay, Dark Cloud.
That's what's up. Shout out to Dark Cloud, man. He traveling the world.
Yeah.
Parking one car at a time.
Traveling the world.
All right, but y'all ready to get out of here?
Is you ready to get out of here?
I think Dark Cloud wants this podcast.
Is you ready to go play Cuphead?
I'm ready to get this TV into tip-top condition so I can be on my way. I might give you a call.
No, fam. I just told you what to do. Go to YouTube. Whatever you need, you can Google. They got videos for you. Hold on. What you having trouble with? You still ain't been able to fix the enhanced shit?
No, I think I fixed that. The thing is now the mode. Just a question, because before I went to the enhanced stuff, I found that after I did this, was I supposed to switch the HDR mode to HDR10?
What does it say? What does it say? What the fuck? What does it say?
In the advanced,
you realize we could do this in the post show, right? We don't have.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get everybody.
Maybe other people can learn because he ain't the only motherfucker that sharp as a bowling ball in this motherfucker.
Dark Cloud, be listening. You can learn something.
What is going on, man? What are you talking about? The HDR part. What was the title? What was the section?
I went to advanced settings under HDMI 1, and and then there was video options.
Can't you just like post this on the camera so you can actually visually see?
My God, Negro, damn!
What was the options in the video options? What was all the options?
In video options, you had HDR mode, HDMI video range, and color space. All right.
And I don't think you turn that HDR on. That's if you want. Yeah, just leave it on auto. It'll go to HDR when it picks up an HDR signal. It'll switch to HDR itself. Gotcha. So that HDR10, you put that on auto or off.
Okay, cool.
I believe. Look at the fucking video, dog. I don't get paid for this shit.
He said Smooth asking other dudes when to end the show.
All right, no, I'm about ready to get out of here though, because I need to eat today. So
let's do it.
What you about to get? A peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
No, salmon croquette. So
the fuck?
Salmon croquette.
In a jar? In a can?
Well, it comes in a can, but you gotta like fry it like a burger or something like that. So.
Yeah, leave color space on auto too. Leave mostly everything on auto. Just go look at some videos, dog. Figure this shit out on your own, man.
That's what YouTube. You're on YouTube how many times a day?
Google is your friend, man.
You tell me to go to YouTube, and I'm talking to YouTubers.
Nah, but you can get a visual presentation of what you.
Or anyone here like professionally review? Well, you know, Hardhead could probably say he professionally reviews TVs by now.
I don't know, man. Let's get out. I mean, you gotta do the outros, right?
Yep. All right, we're gonna start with Cycle.
What's up, y'all? This is Cycle. Catch me on Twitter.
I don't think nobody want to follow you, Cycle, but catch him on Twitter though. Good
at
guy,
Cycle Gamer. At Cycle Gamer. Yes. Thank you. Thanks for the plug, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, he got a dirt bike as a avatar.
A dirt bike. Yes.
I'm curious behind the story of the dirt bike. Actually,
he got a 200cc in the picture.
Yeah, if you can look at it, it's actually a CBR sports bike, black and white. It's not a dirt bike at all.
What number though? 600?
600.
I knew it was a 600.
Indeed.
Hey, if I come to Atlanta, you gonna let me ride that, Joe?
Hell fucking no.
I got a license.
That's my baby, man. You can't fuck with
me. I can ride it better than you.
I got a dirt bike you can ride.
I can ride it better than you though.
I got a dirt bike you can hop on.
He thinking you gonna GTA 5 that shit. Just trying to run cop shit on it.
I was going 12 o'clock for a YouTube video.
Shit.
Pope.
Craig.
Oh, yeah. Craig Harris. Check me out on Twitter. I didn't hear you, Smooth. I'm sorry. Check me out on Twitter, Craig Harris. Check me trying to stream this Hellblade as well. Screaming at what's going on. So.
All right. Hard 8.
Yo, thanks for having me. Thanks everybody that came through. It was a little late this week, but Kid Smooth gonna do better next week.
All right, Addict.
What's up? What's going on, you guys? Check me out on Twitter.
Twitter? Don't you got a YouTube channel as well?
Okay. Check me out on YouTube.
You said fuck YouTube. Go ahead.
All right. And I am your host. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. As always, Xbox is the best box, and I am the best bot. Good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. We out of here. Peace.